What's going on, everyone? Today I have a new electric scooter I'm going to review. Very excited to review this one. It has a lot of features, a lot of specs for the price. This is the Ausom Leopard. This is a dual suspension scooter, and as you can see, it also includes a seat as well. So I'm just going to go over everything front to back. So coming to the front, we have 10 by 3 inch fat tires, very beefy tires. Going to be nice for any off-road usage. Right down here, we also have a full suspension. So we have this suspension right here in the front, another suspension over here in the back, 1,000 watt motor with a top speed of 34 miles per hour, I believe it was. So if this can reach that speed, this is going to be one great scooter. Right now, this scooter, I think it's about 900 bucks. Like normal price, 1,000 bucks, on sale for 900. If this is 900 bucks and it can actually do 34 miles per hour with dual suspension and everything, this is going to be one great deal. Haven't tried the scooter yet, but if it checks out, this is definitely going to be one of the best scooter deals out there. It has mechanical brakes, but it also has a e-brake as well. So when you brake, it also cuts power to the motor and internally slows it down as well. Typically, a lot of scooters I've tried have this kind of setup. Usually on an e-bike this wouldn't be good, but with the scooter I find that it's usually more than enough because you don't need all that much stopping power. This does half of it, then internally it does the rest, so I find this is usually adequate enough. Coming down to the center here, you have a very large 8.3 inch floorboard. This may not translate as well in video, but this is a wide board. You can see I could put my whole foot here. Let me try to sit on this really quick. Could probably put both feet here, yeah, very easily. And typically I think this will be a little too wide, but when you consider this also has a seat as well, it kind of converts the whole thing into like almost like an electric moped, because you can sit down here and then you have enough space to put down both feet side by side there. This is optional, they include it, but out of the box it's not installed. You just have these 4 screws here to put it on there. So if you want to ride it without the seat, you can do that as well. Honestly, I've never ridden a scooter that has a seat, so I really don't know what this is gonna feel like. Looking forward to trying it out. Off the bat though, one of my concerns is this seat post, because right here you can see it has a seat post suspension. So I guess you could say it has a triple suspension. But one thing I found with this seat post is when you sit on it, it goes down a decent amount. So let me try to push on this a little bit. So you can see just pushing on it with my hand, it already moves. And when I sit on it, I feel like it goes down a whole lot. And I'm only at 180 pounds, but I feel like it's already going in a lot. So I don't know if that's going to be a rough experience or if it's going to be very bouncy. So I don't see any way to tighten it. But like I said, I haven't ridden this yet, so we'll see soon. Coming down here, this has a 20 amp hour battery, 48 volts. And I would say I expected this scooter to be a whole lot heavier. Typically when you have a larger battery, it's usually a kind of a trade-off on scooters, because yes, you get the larger battery, more range, more distance you can go, but with a bigger battery comes more weight. So with some of these scooters, they're upward of 80, 90, even more than 100 pounds when you get on the much faster, bigger scooters. And this is a dual suspension scooter as well. I have another one like this that only has a 15 amp hour battery, and that one's around 85 pounds, I think. This one's only 69 pounds, which I think is a good weight for this spec and battery size of a scooter. So one thing I really like about this scooter, even though it has a seat, it's still able to fully fold. So to fold it down, you got to lower the seat post, because this is adjustable for the seat as well. Put that to the lowest position. Right down here there's a little lever. Push that, your seat's gonna fold forward. And then lastly, you have this little latch here. Put that down. And on this side you have a little safety pin just so it locks it in. Push that in, fold it over. Then as you can see, the whole thing just folds down like that. And then you can come and unfold it over here. It has this knob here, which is I always like seeing these, a good amount of security to hold it in, so you don't have to worry about it accidentally folding on you. So as you can see, this is what it looks like folded. Very cool that it has the seat and folds as well. I have another scooter that has a seat, but it was very finicky to fold it all together. This all folds very easily. So let me go ahead and unfold this so we can continue looking at the rest of it. All right, so coming up to the bars, I like that this scooter has a key on there. So when you park somewhere, you don't have this, you take your key out, no one can mess with your scooter and start it up. You just put this key in, turn it, and right down here you have a little button. Hold that down and that'll start up the scooter. Coming to this side, you have your headlight switch. Let me go ahead and get off so I can show you that as well. Not sure how that's going to perform, but it doesn't look too bad. Has a decent little lens in there, so we'll see how that output is. The problem with all these lights that I have is they're bright going forward, but they don't have much spread. But since it does have a lens, I'm hopeful that's going to work out well. Turn those lights back on. All right, so besides the front light, you also have this nice side indicator back here. Then you have a brake light in back as well, which also flashes when you brake. Another indicator on this side, and then you got 2 reflectors. So you also have turn signals as well. I don't think there's any indicators in the front though, so just in the back you have it, turn signals. And then that's with this little switch here, so very easy to use. Coming down here, you have an electric horn. Always happy to see that because I have a few electric scooters that are even around the $1,000 range, and they just have that little ding ding bell that sounds like it belongs in a 7-year-old girl's bike. So always happy to see that much louder horn. That's going to be a lot more audible for people and traffic as well. Coming to the front, you have a nice and large 4-inch screen here. Very bright, nice and readable, so there shouldn't be any issues. You just have 3 different speed modes, so basically low, medium, high. As I said earlier, that top speed is supposed to be 34 miles per hour, so I'm really hoping this scooter can reach that. Even if it only does 32, I'll still be very happy with that, so hopefully we can get there. So yeah, I think that about wraps up all the features and specs on this scooter. I love the way it looks. I like the black and yellow it has. It looks like a good aggressive theme. Suspension looks good. Everything on it looks good. It looks well built. One thing I forgot to mention was you also have this adjustable stem here, which is always nice to see. I have many scooters where this isn't adjustable and you're stuck at the same spot where the bars are. But this one has this stem that's adjustable. You have this little pin here, have this little lever, and this can go lower down here or all the way up here. So a good amount of adjustability here for both the seat and the bars. Always good to see. All right, that about wraps up this video. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have time to test ride this today. It's about to rain soon. It's getting dark, as you can see, but I just want to get this video out there to show you guys the scooter, go over all the specs. I'll put the link in the description. I don't know if the price is going to go up or not, so if you're interested, you want this scooter, go ahead and pick it up. But I'll be back in a few days with another video where I'll go on a test ride and test out all the specs and the suspension, the speed, and all of that. Really hopeful this one's going to check out and perform as well as it sounds and looks. Judging by the build quality, it should be a good one. But with these scooters and e-bikes, you never really know until you get on it. So, yeah, we'll find it out soon. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.